Forgot to put the core in. See if that'll hold together. Back from Home Depot, got me some wire, new wire, and some bug spray for the outlets. It is super hot today, so I'm hitting Dairy Queen. All right, I got to show you what I got. They just arrived. I got 3 of them. These are LED lights, all aluminum construction. There's several different ways to mount these. You can use the eye bolt that's included, or you can use a 1/2-inch NPT pipe nipple. These are going to take the place of the lights in the building. This is 14-inch diameter face. It will produce, get this, 34,800 lumen. Now it's all sealed. They're very well built lights. I'll put these 3 up, see how it does. And if I like it, I'm going to go ahead and spend some more money, put them all throughout the building. I was talking to Stan Zinkoski, Finalizing Industrial. He pointed out why these LEDs probably didn't last. I got them too close to that hot ceiling, and on a good hot summer day, it hits temps well over 100 inside the building. Not to mention how much hotter it's got to be up there on the roof. So I'm going to hang a light straight off this truss and that one, and that will let them hang down significantly lower than where I got these. Why that one hasn't burned out, I don't know. But this one has, all those over there. Be running this wiring and putting these lights in tonight for the 2. Anytime you're working on electricity with an aluminum extension ladder, always wear a harness. These bungee cords work good. I'm fixing to plug it into the wall outlet. I don't have them wired into the switch yet, and I'm going to show you now. As I said the other night, they're 34,800 lumen. Well, they didn't make it at 35,000, I don't know. But check this out. What do y'all think? I'm probably going to start drawing every insect in South Mississippi up in here. This is right up under the lights. Before I cut that on, this side of the building was as lit as that side over there. I'm going to have to get some tanning lotion now. This is the last place I got to put this wire. I'm going to put it, I'm going to see if I can't just fish it through and not have to get on the ladder this time. And I'm going to try to make it go around that post above that highest 2x4 there. Oh, yeah. Gotta go a little higher. Oh, I can only teach $1 to climb. Ah, yeah. I got it where I want it there. Come on, man. I'm gonna, let's see. I can do this. It's a matter of going uphill and then letting the weight as it hits the tin on the at 90 degrees, it'll snake. I had a great big snake in here. He was right down there. I'd say probably 30 feet long. He was big. That's all that matters. It was a snake. Went off this way and he went out that door. We're going to do this riser next. Now you're going to see me do something a little different with this one. We're going to actually cast this above the parting line. I need to put a pull hole right in the middle. That way when I go to pull it, it will work as a pendulum and to keep the entire plane parallel to the plane of the drag, or in this case, the cope. I'm doing this to dry out any possible moisture. See how tall this is? It's about 1/8 of an inch from the top of this plane. This is going to be the cope because, like I said, this is going to be above the parting line. And I got moisture on it. Even though this is a big key, we need to cut a little diagonal key here and here. And that'll keep us aligned. Because on this part of it, we're not going to have any registration pins. I'm going to put my riser right here. It is a good bit cooler tonight. It's 82 degrees. Just kind of dressing this out just a little bit. I could have rammed that whole thing in 2 flasks high, but that would be a lot of weight to have to throw around. We'll pressure wash these holes out. This is our sprue. So I'm going to place that quarter right there over the sprue hole where I don't have sand going down in there. I'm only going to cover this one. Keep it as low as I can. And I hope I edited that out. I inhaled a June bug. No worry though. I got it out. That was bad. Reading up on some history the other day on a guy named Alexander Keith McClung. He was a Mississippi statesman, and I'm not going to bore you with any history, but sometime in 1850, he was sitting at a restaurant in Jackson, and back then the restaurant shared just one big table. They didn't have little bitty individual tables. Alexander was Also a well-known, excellent marksman as a duelist. He killed a lot of people along the Pearl River behind the Capitol, along with Mississippi River over in Vicksburg, where he lived for a while. But back to Jackson. He's sitting in a restaurant. He takes his Bowie knife out. He takes a big old slice of butter with it, and it offends this guy that's sitting beside him at the table. The guy beside him yells, "Waiter, remove this butter." This man stuck his Bowie knife in. Well, Alexander jumps up, slams him face first into that butter. And then Alexander yells, "Waiter, remove this butter this guy stuck his nose in." My wife didn't find it funny. 200 years ago. I think it's hilarious. Okay, I just got a text from Keith. He just added more straight edge orders, so we'll round some of those up tonight too. We've got registration pins holding this, and this is the drag. I'm going to pull it off, set it to the side, and we're going to cut our gate in this part of it, and then we'll pull our pattern out of the cope. Keep in mind we're doing all this upside down opposed to the way I normally do it. Remove this piece of paper. A quarterback. Iron's gonna come all the way down, hit here, come up, hit the trap on the, above this parting line. Then it will fill the runner and feed into the gates we're gonna cut in here now. Have just a little bit of a hip to cut off here, but that's okay. Get that intersection down a little bit. This is ready to set in place. Gotta fix that now, don't I? My runner is right here. So I just need to gently cut this out without caving any of that off. I'm going to go ahead and take this out a little more right here. I want to make sure I get good flow. I don't want to do anything that could restrict it. Iron is going to be coming through the sprue hole, and it's going to hit on the bottom of the glass that we just set on the conveyor, and it's going to go through that runner that's about this long that goes this way, and then you got a runner that runs this way right up under this trap, and it gates in at the very bottom of the pattern. That should help keep the turbulence down. If we had gated it on this side like I normally would, all that iron would be eroding that sand out and washing it in with the rest of it. There is a method to my madness here. Now I'm going to set this one in place. Alright, so we are ready to set this in place. Well, guess what? Just like the other mold, I forgot something. I've got to gate from here into here. I'm going to have a shoulder here on the outer edge, but nothing that's going to be on this side. I'll take my cutoff wheel and just lightly slice along that edge and we should be good. Now we can reassemble it. During the last melt, I actually got to use the Inductotherm for the first time. Yes, the Inductotherm cabinet is ideal for this blower to set on. Perfect height that doesn't move. This one didn't make it. I poured short. When I calculated it, I guess I was thinking of the A25 Crucible. I'll know better next time. Where you been? Huh? Huh? Get 1/2 of a casing there. Alright, so the riser block did fine. So the only casting we messed up was the headstock, and it was because we just didn't have enough iron to fill the mold. This is the only opportunity I'm going to have to catch any possible inclusions that may be in this subsurface of the material. 9 times out of 10, if there's any inclusions in the material, they're going to show up right here in the gates. If there's any problem, I can generally pick it up right here at this point and know whether to reject them or not. This is what we're going to go ahead and load in the kiln now. Go ahead and get that thing started because I need to get at least 2 of the 9-inch straight edges shipped Monday. And I've got a lot more grind and cleanup to do on some of the 12-inch straight edges. Got a few more of the 9s as well. And that's going to put me getting the kiln cut on way too late. This is the spanner that was sent to me to use as a pattern. These are the 2 that I cast off of it. I think they turned out alright. Unlike this one, the customer will not need to be beating on it with a hammer like somebody has done with this one. These will snap. This headstock riser for the lathe turned out looking good. It's kind of heavy. I think it's about 30 pounds. And it turned out looking really good. The gates were super clean. Like I said, I poured this above the parting line, so that kept turbulence to a minimum. And then of course I'm going to go ahead and throw 2 of the 9-inch in the kiln for now because I've got to ship 2 of those Monday. And then I've got some more of the 12-inch straight edges, as I was discussing last week, that I'm trying to go ahead and build an inventory for before we announce those. The good thing is we're past the midpoint for the hot days, I think. They got their back door open. Still got his door open. Well, going to go pull Dad out again. See if it'll back out.